What's up, everybody? I know it's a mess up here. I just been kind of throwing everything because I got so many projects going on that I need to do in this truck. So once I situate all that, we'll definitely clear this up and be able to push this up here. Haven't used this AC much as the season was over, but I'm about to put some food to cook, and I figured I would show you guys what we're gonna eat. Got some tuna steak, some French fries, and some carrots and Brussels sprouts that I pre-made at home. I used to let's actually throw this in first into my air fryer over here. I turn it on while I'm prepping this to heat up, and I'm running it off my generator, so that way it's already hot. Put it in. But I used to buy these Brussels sprouts and carrots oven roasted from Schnucks, I think, and I love them, and they taste so good. And I hate veggies. I'm not a veggie person, but I really like the way those taste. But I'm like trying to avoid all of the overly processed frozen stuff. So let me put this down here. So like I said, I try to avoid all this overly processed stuff, so I want to make as much myself as I can. So I bought fresh Brussels sprouts and carrots, and the secret I've found to it is when you're cooking these, I take a lemon squeezer and crush them, or you can just grab something hard and just crush them, and that way they'll be more mushed and cook much more evenly. And so you crush them, season them good, and the trick is to cook them on a low temperature, like 200 instead of 350, 400. That tends to harden up the exterior, it doesn't cook it even. So that's what I found to work. But enough about cooking. We're about to eat, and the weather is way too nice to not take advantage of it and replace remainder of these shocks that I've been meaning to do for a while. I put new tires on the other axle, so we're good. And let's show you what we got going on. It's a whole mess in the truck, like I said, man. I haven't been cleaning it, nothing. I have all these things I gotta do. I did tires, I was gonna do brakes, but my brakes are good. So I've been charging all my batteries here, got a remainder of the shocks here. And then also, I wanna show you over here, again, a mess. Got a controller here, I don't wanna mess with it. I don't wanna turn on my diesel heater. But this is the controller, as you can see, very nice controller. Has an LCD screen. I turn it, as you can see, that's the controller, and this is a temperature sensor. So this is the diesel heater. I installed it, the one I've been showing you guys for some time now ago. Let me lift under my bed. I have stuff everywhere, man. So to be honest, main reason why I installed this diesel heater, obviously I got it for free, so why the hell not? And then second of all is the temperature sensor. The issue with the diesel heater that I have, which is the Eberspacher, the German one, is it doesn't have a temperature sensor. So when it's not like really cold, like when it's like 30-40 degrees or something, you turn it on, this thing is cranking all the heat. It has no control, and it just, you wake up like your mouth is dry and all this stuff. And so this is day 2 of using it, and it's been amazing. It's been a completely game changer because it only pushes enough heat to keep you warm. So like I said, that's the only reason really, other than being free and temperature sensor, I was sold. And then additionally, it's got an app that you can control this diesel heater from. They have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Like if you have a hotspot in your truck, you can turn this thing on from home and you're ready to go on the road and your truck is warm. But also with this one, I don't have Wi-Fi anymore, so I only got the Bluetooth version. But with this one, man, like you can set a timer, so when you're about to like go on the road, if you know when you're leaving, it'll turn on. And I also have a coolant diesel heater from them that I need to install for my truck, but let's show it to you. For this, under the bed, I mean, I got a big mess. You can see a lot of red. All my M12 tools and whatnot that I have. This thing is a beast, used and abused. It works great. I'm actually going to be needing this for shocks. And my drill, this thing died, doesn't work. And I have my driver, my cutter. Die grinder is pretty great, but hey, I'm getting distracted there. This thing has been pretty great. It works great. It regulates the temperature pretty awesome, and it's been doing absolutely amazing. So I have zero complaints. And the only thing, my only complaint about this whole unit is the harness is not good. That's one thing they really got to work on. Like the harness that you see up here by the controller, very good quality, good stuff. But the harness on the unit itself, like that, they just got to do better. For the price point that this is at, that's something they definitely got to improve. The harness is same as the cheaper units. They really got to push that harness for a better quality. The wires are too thin. I think they got to upgrade the wire thickness. They got to upgrade the connectors. Make something more unified. Like I'll show you right here. Like this just doesn't cut it for me. This is the only issue I have with them. Like you see the harness right here, how well this is made. This is what the rest of the harness should be like, not this. Just wires are too thin, and you know, if you squeeze it or anything, you're most likely not gonna have power, and you're gonna be chasing it forever. So that's really the only issue I've had with it. The app works great. Let's show you. So the app is to you. So you have your air heater. My Bluetooth wasn't on. And that's it. So it's on stop. And then you would literally just turn it on here, whether you want automatic, whether you want manual. Whatever you want. It was about to kick on. And then I'll show you under how I have this mounted. There's the exhaust. That's their exhaust intake I used from my old diesel heater. Wasn't no sense, but I like their muffler a lot better than the other one. And there's your fuel pump. And then my coolant diesel heater, I would probably hook up somewhere here. But yeah, we're about to knock out these shocks after we eat. We'll see. Got some good old new tires. Put these on like 5-6 months ago. And then now we're gonna knock out these shocks. Hopefully, they'll come off. And then we'll get to rolling. Been having issues with my front axle. It's been throwing oil. I think heating up a little bit or something. That's the only thing I haven't touched on this truck is the differentials. So we'll see how that does. So yeah, let's eat. Let's do these shocks, and I'll catch you guys when we get rolling. I know it's recording because I can see it right there. Got to put this hoodie on. It's very windy. But figure I do a little point of view and do some talking. Let me know how you like it. Yeah, I gotta remove those signs off front of that trailer. I've been meaning to get new signs. These are the shocks. Took this one out, man. These things have been in here for a minute. I just want to show you the power of this stubby. And this is not a high output battery, just a regular 4.0. These had some grease on them, which is why they came out fairly easy. But you definitely want to put anti-seize on your bolts. I cannot find my anti-seize for the life of me, but hopefully these come out. Yeah, these airbag mounts is something else that I'm going to replace. You see that dug into the freaking frame. It's pretty bad. But if you ever replace shocks, you know these bolts seize up. Now if they had anti-seize on there, that would come out even better. But a little bit of a talking, maybe I did put anise-seeds. There's some kind of compound on here, but anise-seeds usually doesn't change color. The topic of the day is today I learned they have brokers on NTTS. So my 2 cents for you guys using NTTS is make sure whoever you call is the actual person that's going to be coming to do work for you, because if it's not, chances are you're getting overcharged, whether it's towing or roadside. I'm gonna just knock out all of them, and then we're gonna grab new ones. And hopefully they match. I'm definitely also gonna snag some high output batteries for this thing, because I have quite a bit of M12 tools. I've had these batteries for a while. I just don't like the design. This stuff breaks. They should have made the design same as M18, just smaller. But this is my most used impact, and this is the old version. They have a new one that's stronger. Let me know how you like these point of views. I know it's windy. I'm sure you can tell that on the microphone a lot more than what I can in person, but come on, buddy. And one more. And if this thing happens to not be able to take it off, I go to that DeWalt, which I've had this DeWalt for like 8-9 years, and it's been hitting strong. I don't know what model it is. DCF 899. I know now they have DCF 961 or something. I might have a leak over there on this seal. Probably is. Yeah. It's kicking oil out the breather. I might have to redo these rear ends. My gauge doesn't work. I don't know why, because I get power here. Probably bad sensor, sending unit, which you can't take out unless you drain the oil. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Just like that. And now, let me get out. Go grab a hammer. This rest area is massive. It's like brand new. I've never been here before. The sign said trucks only, so I'm sure DOT stays living here. I'm sure they saw me. They would have a field day making sure I was on duty. Just gotta make sure I know all of them are rotated inwards on the little dongle. Yeah, guys, let's slap the new ones on, and then we're probably gonna catch you inside. Got good lighting out here now, but yeah, that's it, guys. Got done fairly quickly. That didn't take long. And now about to just go eat and go drive to my delivery. Let's see how much I have left. Let me know what if you like these kind of videos, man. Yeah, haircut. 3 hours. Yeah, we're good. Plenty of time. Yeah, do your shocks on time, because shocks are a lot cheaper than tires and everything else. Got them in there. And you know, like I said, this is bad. You can see it's eating up into the frame. I cut off these hub bolts and put new brackets on. And then also preferably do these bushings, which you need a special press, but that's gonna do it for now. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna go eat. Pretty hungry. Catch you on the next one. Later. Peace.